Hi, we are from the Greater Rutland County Supervisory Union. This is Quarry Valley Unified Union School District, some of our administrators, and we're here to talk about our school budget. So we will start by introducing ourselves. I'm Judy Pullinen, I'm the superintendent, and over here is
Joe DeBonis, I'm the principal of Bolton High School.
Kristen Caligieri, the principal of Bolton Elementary School.
Louis Malazzo, I'm the business manager for Greater Rutland County.
Jay Slanker, the principal of West Rutland School.
Christy Collodi, the principal of Proctor Elementary School.
And Chris Sell, principal of Proctor Junior Senior High School.
Well, we've just introduced ourselves, so I don't really need to go through the next bullet of what schools we represent. But we do have over 1,000 students, pre-K through 12, in our school district. And our school board includes 3 members from each of our towns, 3 from Proctor, 3 from West Rutland, and then 4 from Poultney.
In an effort to...
No, I'm on goals. So our Quarry Valley board goals are to encourage and support collaborative activities between the schools and towns of the Quarry Valley, with Proctor, Poultney, and West Rutland, including things like art, music, academic enrichment, and athletic activities. And we're also trying to build Quarry Valley culture within our communities because we are a relatively newly merged district. And also to create a 5-year plan for facilities improvement and capital outlay. And now, Jay, take it away.
Yep, came in early there. So we have a number of shared programs within our district. We do offer 2 classes via distance learning. They're both math classes with Proctor High School. We have a number of independent studies between our schools, between Poultney and Proctor. We have shared professional learning between the staff that happens once a month on Tuesdays. And we have 2 Quarry Valley sports teams. We have Unified Sports, which is part of Special Olympics, and we also last year introduced fishing. So that was actually kind of very cool.
Bass fishing.
Bass fishing.
Bass, oh, not fly, bass.
Not fly. That's really frugal.
Pig, sorry. Okay, so Louis is going to talk a little bit about the school budget and factors that affect it.
So the Quarry Valley Unified Union School District merged back in July of 2018. And through that merger, we were able to accomplish a few things. We're able to accomplish some efficiencies through merging SU offices and reducing some administrative staff. We were also able to get some tax incentives and keep some grants that we currently receive. There was a 4-year tax incentive with tax breaks coming off each year right off the tax rate. The first year was 8 cents, 6 cents the second year. We're currently in year 2 and we're moving into the year 3, which is a 4-cent incentive, and then year 4 would be 2 cents. We're also able to share staffing, share resources to provide more opportunities for students, and work with all of the schools to create common schedules and to increase the opportunities for all students.
And here is the budget.
So our proposed budget for fiscal year 2021 is $18,146,000. That's an increase of 3% over last year, or $529,000. Education spending is $17,073,000, which is an increase of 3.5%, or $574,000. And then education spending per pupil, which is education spending divided by number of equalized pupils, is at $16,688, an increase of 1.9%. This slide shows the calculation steps that we go through to figure out what the tax rate is. So the first, it starts with the expense budget of the proposed budget of $18,146,000. And then we take any local revenues and subtract that from our total expense to get our education spending, which now is $17,073,000. And we take our equalized pupils, which is a calculation of the number of pupils in all of our buildings over a 2-year average, and that's currently at 1,023. So we take our education spending divided by our equalized pupils to get our spending per pupil, which equals $16,488. The next step is to take the property yield, which is a number that's set by the state. This number is just an estimate at this point. It's set by the legislators, usually later in the session. We're currently estimating this number at $10,883. As this number increases, it decreases our tax rate. And so right now, this number is increasing by 2.2% from last year, which is a positive impact on our tax rate. After we apply the property yield, we have an estimated tax rate of $1.53. We then, the final step on this calculation is to apply the incentive of 4 cents for year 3, which brings us to a unified tax rate of $1.49. The final step in calculating the local tax rates, the $1.49 is the unified tax rate for the whole district, but now we have to apply this common level of appraisal, which is the comparison of your fair market value of your home to the assessed value of your home. And that CLA is different for each town. So in the end, each town will have their own tax rate. So once we apply the CLAs, we're looking at a tax rate for Poultney of $1.44, which is an increase of 7.4 cents. A tax rate of $1.47 for Proctor, an increase of 4.1 cents. And a tax rate of $1.37 for West Rutland, which is an increase of 1.8 cents. So we worked hard to keep the budget from having too large of an increase this year, but there was many factors which are resulting in the increase that we do have of the 3%. Health insurance is estimated to increase by 12.9%. That's on top of the 11.8% increase that we had last year with health insurance, so that's over 25% for the last 2 years.
And that's not something that we negotiated. That's now negotiated by the state.
Correct. We also had to go back out to bid for our transportation costs, which resulted in an increase of costs. It had been a long time since we had updated our contracts with our current transportation vendor, and there was a need to increase those costs. We also had some other contractual wage and benefit increases that were outside our control. We had a loss of grant funding that we get through the supervisory union for 2 positions. We had increased assessment costs from the supervisory union for mostly special ed. Increases in special ed need have driven up the assessment. And in order to offset some of these cost increases and keep the budget to a fairly modest increase, we had to make staffing cuts at all buildings to keep that increase at 3%.
Yeah. The board was very committed to keeping our increase to 3% or less, so we ended up, from our initial budget, we decreased it by, was it 600,000?
Correct. The initial budget draft was up by 1.1 million, 6%, and through those cuts and just whittling it down, we were able to get it at 3%.
Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about our schools, so you know what our district is all about in keeping with some of our goals. And Joe, do you want to start with Poultney High School?
Sure. So I'll start with Poultney High School. So I could sit here and talk forever about the great things we're doing at Poultney High School, and we could have 20 pages up on the 20 slides up there showing all the great things. But you know, basically what happens is we talk about, it's all about the people. You know, we talk about students first, and you know, some people talk the talk, we like to walk the walk. Our students, just recently, we did a Coaches versus Cancer. It's our 5th year doing it. We played a bunch of games on a Saturday with West Rutland. We just came up with over $5,000 that we donated to the Cancer Fund, and it's been over $20,000 in the last 5 years that we've gathered for them. So it's been a great, you know, little things like that that are happening continuously throughout the school year that we do for our students, learn how to give back to the community because our community has been so supportive of us. We like to talk about opportunities and experiences for our kids. We try to take them out of Poultney and bring them places to offer these things, and even just we talk about as a small school, opportunities that our kids can have that they can, even at a bigger school has, but we still offer them in our small school. We just recently had 4 students that 2 of them were first place, the other 2 were third place at a statewide competition for the American Bar Association. So all these opportunities and experiences that we can give our kids. And I just want to give a shout out too to our staff, because our staff is great. We do a lot of independent studies. We try to model it to, we talk about personalized learning and what we can do for our students, and not all kids learn the same. So we go with our motto, small in size and big in spirit. We talk about Polteny pride, and that's what we have. So,
Thank you.
and I'd like to thank the community for their continued support.
Kristen, would you like to talk about Polteny Elementary School?
Absolutely. Polteny Elementary School has a current enrollment of 226 students, grades pre-K through 6. All staff work diligently to meet their academic, social, and emotional needs. We're very fortunate to have a strong partnership with Rutland Mental Health and employ a behavioral consultant and licensed clinician on a full-time basis. Through teamwork and dedication, our school embraces the vision that recognizes and respects all children for who they are and assists them in achieving their goals. Needs, as you know, of children are ever-changing. The school is lucky to have the support of local businesses, as Joe spoke about, and organizations that assist us in providing quality education through their collaboration with projects, activities, and events. Students are encouraged to have voice and choice in their education, as well as build leadership skills. The teachers work in professional learning community groups and discuss school-wide progress, which includes the review of math and literacy data, as well as spending time looking at ways to address the social and emotional needs. In addition, our school is fortunate to have iPads, laptops, and one-to-one Chromebooks for all students, grades K through 6, as well as a computer lab with computers of 26. The school continues to participate in the Pico Ski and Snowboard program. 45% of our students travel on Friday afternoons to the mountain. That's for grades 1 through 6. Other off-site offerings include skating at Spartan Arena, bowling at Granville Lanes. In addition, children who remain at the school have the opportunity to explore a variety of activities such as dance, makerspace, fun, and Spanish. The school is proud to invite parents and Polteny residents in often for celebrations and student-led assemblies, and our annual Veterans Day and Memorial Day ceremonies have become cherished and look forward to events. Our school and staff are forever grateful for the support given by the residents of Polteny to their children. Polteny Elementary School has been recognized as a PBIS school, and because of this, we focus on positive behavior and student leadership. Students are the top priority, and they're welcomed with smiles each and every day. Please stop by our school. The students and staff would be very happy to share of the wonderful things of Polteny. Thanks again to the community for all they do for us.
Thank you, Kristen. I think next up we have Chris Sell talking about Proctor Junior Senior High School.
Great, thanks, Judy. Proctor Junior Senior High School is a 7th through 12th grade school with a strong emphasis on learner-centered, problem-based, and proficiency-based learning. This past year, PRHS was recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the nation's best high schools and one of the top 10 high schools, number 8 in the state of Vermont. In addition, Proctor Junior Senior High School also received Great Schools 2019 College Success Award. The College Success Award recognizes and celebrates high schools like ours that go beyond simply getting our students to graduation and also focus on ensuring students are prepared to succeed in college and ultimately in their career fields. PRHS is also well known for its school-wide emphasis on restorative justice practices. These practices are based on providing a safe, caring, empathetic environment which fosters building relationships, connection, and a community of belonging. By employing the school-wide model, PRHS empowers students to problem solve in a safe and productive environment and allows staff members to focus on self-reflection, culture building, and how to effectively deal with student behaviors. In order to better serve our student population and recognize the emotional and social differences between the middle and high school settings, PRHS this past year instituted a developmentally responsive middle school design. This design allows for integrated team teaching in a learner-centered environment and provides our instructional staff with the freedom and flexibility to design an instructional program that is most responsive to the unique academic and social and emotional needs of our middle school students. PRHS is also widely recognized for its athletic successes. Proctor is proud of its winning athletic tradition that continued this past fall with our girls varsity soccer team being crowned the VPA Division IV state champions. Congratulations, girls.
And there they are.
Our boys and girls basketball teams are also doing very well this year and are looking to compete for another state championship as well. Our music, theater, and performing arts programs continue to thrive at Proctor. Our music programs regularly have students participate in district and statewide music festivals. Our student artwork is regularly displayed around Rutland County and at local universities, art galleries. You'll also find some high-quality plays and musicals being performed at PRHS as well. Over the past year, students have featured in The Wizard of Oz, Peter Pan and Wendy, and Mary Poppins Jr. It is great to see the success and growth in these areas. From an academic perspective, Proctor offers a wide variety of course offerings, including AP, dual enrollment, and early college courses that allows for a myriad of college and career pathways for our students. Every student is required to engage in a self-directed, personalized learning plan that assists in the planning of our students' pathways. In addition, PRHS offers a wide variety of club and extracurricular offerings ranging from Model UN, Makerspace clubs, and Magic clubs to a climbing club or a stage band that plays throughout Rutland County. PRHS has something for everyone. Lastly, on behalf of Proctor, I'd like to thank all the parents, community members, and the following organizations for the continued support of Proctor High School: the Sport Music Boosters, Markowski Excavating, and the Mortimer Proctor Trust. And one last thing, I want to thank all staff for their hard work and the fellow men's for just helping make this a great place. Go Phantoms.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have Christy with Proctor Elementary School.
All right, thank you, Judy. So I will just highlight a couple of the bullet points on each of the slides. At Proctor, we have a full-time pre-K program for 3 and 4-year-olds. I highly believe in early intervention. Our pre-K students benefit from being within our schools. They attend every specials. They are able to attend music, PE class, health class. We are finding that there's an easier transition for our students when they come into kindergarten after being there for a couple of years. So if anybody's interested in that, please contact our school. We have a lot of offerings, just like all the other schools discussed. Musical selections. We have a strong music program for pre-K through grade 6. This includes band, chorus, handbells, individual lessons. We also have a music club that is done daily, 5 days a week for students that are interested as part of an enrichment opportunity. We also have lots of technology offerings. We have interactive whiteboards in all of our classrooms, including our pre-K. We have Chromebooks pre-K through grade 6. And we have a makerspace that has a lot of innovative opportunities for students. We have an innovation coach that comes in, works with our teachers and also with our students to develop different things, lots of things on our 3D printers. Our newsletter is pretty amazing. If you go to our website, you can see our monthly newsletter that is put together in collaboration with our innovation coach and our students every month. Academically, we have literacy and math coaches to support the classroom teachers. Each teacher goes through a coaching cycle throughout the year, and we are building practices within our classrooms for stronger implementation of the common standards that we're looking to increase scores with. We are a PBIS school, similar to Bolton Elementary School. This is year 8 for us. The last couple of years, we've been implementing Changing Perspectives, which is a strong social emotional program, which really is about building empathy and compassion for our students. And we have seen great results using this program. We have a culminating event each year, which is an annual Disability Awareness Day for our students. We have different presenters coming from the community, local agencies, Vermont Adaptive Ski, Vermont Council of Independent Living. They come in and we have a great day. Usually we have actually PEG TV come and do a news feed with that, so you can see what we're doing with that. Around the building, we have increased security in conversations about safety. We have interior and exterior cameras for monitoring, and we practice safety monthly drills. So students are very aware about procedures and practices that that they should be, performing if they're ever a dangerous situation. We have a strong after-school and summer tapestry program. We have 45 students currently enrolled. We actually have a waiting list right now. Throughout the summer in particular, we offer academics to our students, literacy and mathematics, and hopefully we're looking to implement an art camp this summer for students as an additional enrichment opportunity. And lastly, I really would like to thank the community for their support. This is my 8th year at Proctor Elementary School, and each year I find greater community support from our PTO. We have a strong 4-Wind science program, which requires a lot of volunteers. They are actually in the process of creating an outdoor classroom for our school, which is very exciting. And I would like to recognize the More and More Proctor Trust. Twice a year, we are able to go to this committee and request funds to support different enrichment opportunities and different funds that our school would not have without them. So I would really like to thank everybody on that committee for supporting Proctor Elementary School.
Great, thank you, Christy.
Thank you.
So last but not least, we have Jay Slinker to talk about West Rutland School.
So one of the things that we have conversations about all the time at West Rutland is that we are a K-12 school. There are very few left in our state. And with that comes lots of opportunities for our older students to model wonderful behaviors for our younger students. And it also keeps our building alive. Having kindergartners and pre-K with juniors and seniors in the same hallway, one would think that might present challenges, and in fact, it's exactly the opposite. West Rutland School follows the Quarry Valley model of the learner-centered model, and this year we are working on several things, including unifying our English language arts curriculum for the fall of 2020. Right now, depending upon what grade you're in, they have a slightly different model for teaching English language arts, and we are bringing everyone under the same umbrella this year. We also have, as mentioned earlier, we have 2 shared classes with Proctor High School, and those are going very well. We're looking to improve those for next year and even expand those to possibly Bolton High School if everything works out the way we would like it to work out. We also have students in grades 7 through 12 with personalized learning plans, and we too are finally coming along with the development of a makerspace classroom for our school. We actually have a group that's been working after school quite diligently to see if we can get that up and running for the fall. Also, within our middle school is in their final year of the Tarrant Institute, which is through the University of Vermont, and which is helping them around proficiency-based learning. And we have a phenomenal art and music program. I've given some stats that you can see there, with 42% of our 4th through 6th graders participating, and nearly 20% of our high school students participating in music. Our artwork is shown all over the place, and Mrs. Dutton does a great job rotating that through our building throughout the year. It's just awesome to come and see. And finally, we have a proud tradition of student athletes at West Rutland. Last spring, so spring of 2019, we had nearly 20 students come out with a new track program, and actually it has gained an enormous amount of traction. That's something that the kids are talking about. We actually had a state champion javelin thrower come out of West Rutland in the very first year that she actually picked that sport up. We also have students participating in the Quarry Valley sports program that we talked about earlier, including bass fishing, and we have West Rutland students that participate with Polteny actually on their football team.
Joe, we didn't say this about Polteny, but you have some bragging rights for your football team, don't you?
Division III state champs.
There you go.
And along those lines, our girls basketball and softball were state champs for 2019. And our girls basketball team looks like they're doing wonderful this year. They're undefeated as we stand and are doing a great job. And I too would want to support or throw a shout out to the West Rutland community for continuing to support our school, both the academics and the athletic programs. Our holiday concert back in December was literally standing room only, and last year I was able to attend their graduation, and our booster club and alumni association gave out well over $100,000 worth of scholarships to our students for such a small school. That shows how much vested the community is in the school, and we just want to thank you for your continued support.
Thanks. Okay, so this is our reminder. Tuesday, February 25th is our annual meeting. This year it will be at Polteny High School. And this meeting, just so everyone knows, replaces the traditional presentation at town meetings. We just have one annual meeting for all of our towns in our district. If you also want to get booklets, you can get them at your town clerk's office, your schools, your libraries. We also have it on our website, grcsu.org. And we hope everybody comes out to vote on March 3rd. Thank you.